Hello, friends. Let's get straight to the point. Today, I'm going to share two screenplay ideas with you, and I will also share a link about my previous video so you can watch it and understand why am I doing this and sharing you guys the ideas that I have. So let's start. Idea number one. We need a wartime atmosphere. Look through history and choose a period of war in which a group of people is condemned to be killed, but one person somehow survives. And here's what this idea looks like in my own head. This story starts with a pit filled with people whose hands are tied, and a soldier is standing above them and shooting them one by one, which is pretty painful. After the shooting, a teenage boy who was inside the pit is still alive. The bullets didn't hit him. The people standing in front of him were killed first, and their bodies shielded him from the bullets. And eventually, the soldier leaves, and the boy manages to run away and escape. But that's where the real story begins. And actually, this second part that I'm going to tell you is this part of the story takes place first in our screenplay and our film. A young man is walking alone in the darkness when he is suddenly kidnapped by a tall old man. He is taken prisoner and locked inside a room. Through the symbols and objects inside the room, along with the dialogues between the young man and the old man who kidnapped the young man, we finally realize that this young man is the son of the soldier who shot everyone in that pit. So now you can guess who the old man is. He is the boy who survived, and the old man has come back for revenge. Now I'm leaving the rest of the story to you. This idea doesn't currently have unity of time and locations like most of the short scripts and short films, right? But I think it is not a bad concept. If you develop it further and find a strong way to expand it, it could become a really, really good screenplay and a nice story for your short film and other things. Okay, now let's go for the idea number two. This story is about a young girl who is taking part in a protest, and she is forced to run away. And she hides in the underground parking garage of an apartment building. And coincidentally, that same day, the building's caretakers are putting up notices everywhere on the walls saying that anyone who sees a person suspected of being a protester should report that protester and what they see to the security forces. And the girl thinks that if anyone finds her, she's finished. But a man who lives in that apartment discovers her, and that man is a man who is strongly supported the government, and he is completely against the protests. And at first, we expect him to turn her in because politically and ideologically, he's completely on the opposite side from the girl. But for some reason, he decides to protect her and hide her for a while. And from that point, the story becomes less about politics and more about humanity. Two people with completely two different worldviews are forced to spend hours or maybe even days together and talk together and live together. And the girl is afraid of that man and doesn't understand why he's helping her. And the man may still disagree with the protests and everything the girl believes in, but still he also can ignore the life of another human being. And slowly they begin to talk, and each of them starts seeing the other not as a government supporter or a protester, but simply as another human being. We could also explore their pasts and show what led each of them to develop such different beliefs. And The interesting part, I think, is that by the end, neither of them necessarily has to convince the other um to change their mind. The man might still support the government, and the girl might still be a protester. What changed is the way they see each other as human beings, right? And I think this contrast could make the idea really special, because at first the audience thinks they're watching a political story in your film, but eventually it becomes a story about a moral and a human choice. The central question of the story could be, if someone who completely disagrees with you came to you for help, will you help him or her? And will you save their lives? What would you do? I'm jacking honest. The idea could also be told without directly mentioning a specific country or political movement, which would make it feel more, universal. And anyone can use this idea. Okay, if you're living in Japan, I don't know, India, England, America, no matter where you're living, you can use it, you can develop it, and you can make it. In my previous video, I explained why I'm sharing ideas here, because I know a lot of you might have the right conditions to just create. Good camera, good team, everything, money, budget, everything. I don't have that situation, and I'm trying to slowly make progress. So I'm sharing ideas to help you guys. And please try to focus more on what I'm actually saying, not the poor video quality and the poor audio quality. And yes, that's it. I hope you find my videos useful. In the coming weeks, I will talk about more ideas and share more of them with you, because I told you, you may have everything but not a story. So I'm here to give you stories.